Coming up on the Prime Show with Kwabena and Agyemang right here on YouTube. Well, it's award week, the Oscars, and the Junos in this recaps. Second, the Shazam Theory of Gods, Zachary Levi, Lucy Liu, Helen Mirren, and Rachel Zegler. Thirdly, that on the K Jewels in the commercials, which I posted this week, Wednesday, is on that discussion. I'm going to talk about the K Jewels, what I designed this highlight video. It's not me or the hating this company. So all the segments is coming up tonight on the Prime Show with Kwabena and Agyemang on YouTube. And it all starts right now. Let's get it loose. That's me right there. I'm your anchor host, Kwabena and Agyemang, and right now, Friday, March the 17th of 2023 this year. And 2 days, like 3 to 2 days left from the winter season is coming to end. Before next Monday is on spring season. And one thing that I checked, the update on the Surplus Junction is almost, they need to make more constructive work for a few weeks and few days before at the end of April or May. But this year, maybe, hopefully, we will get the opening date, maybe around at the end of April or beginning of May on this month for the first week. Could be. So Silver Junction at Mills, Mississauga, Ontario, this second location, aftermath with the first location at Winnipeg, Manitoba. That second location will be finished very soon, and I can't wait to see it. All right, people. Thanks for tuning in on this special night, this awards week. I think. By the way, Nickelback getting to the Hall of Fame, Canadian Music Hall of Fame. Yeah, fans hate it, but they forgive Nickelback for all these years, country and rock. Yeah. I was a little boy and I tuned much on demand, and I listened to Nickelback's music videos every single day. Some days, I don't watch all Nickelback's music videos. The rock star, yeah, I used to be a rock star. Why I dressed up as a Halloween in my elementary school in Venmo, Michael J. McGivney. I used to wear a costume to be a rock star with the curly hair, with a shirt on, and look like with the blue and yellow shirt, being a rock star with the long sleeves. Usually back in the old days of becoming a musician rock star in my dream. But now my life changed. Like I want to be a a good journalism and host in the future. So congrats to Nickelback to inducted to the Hall of Fame. I forgive to Nickelback from the haters in the past, but now I think fans deserves a second chance to forgive Nickelback to the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. They deserve. Chad Grover, you deserve. Yeah. Um, Congrats to the Juno Awards who won, except this Avril Lavigne, one of the best rock musicians of all time. Avril Lavigne wins the Juno Fan Choice with the exclamation point before the end of the show. A protester came up to the stage to interrupt her moment for Avril Lavigne. I mean, damn. I mean, there is a problem where it interferes like Oscars got Will slap Chris Rock, and now Juno Awards. Oh boy, this is a award show problem. Yeah. Well, I find that hard to believe that the humanity and environmental cannot connect it to be the same. Never. It's even worse and bad shape. Well, I'm glad Simu Liu is hosting once again for the second year in a row. Toronto and Edmonton. Toronto at Budweiser Stage, and now this year in Rogers Place, Edmonton, Alberta. Simu Liu, maybe in the future, if they make a Shang-Chi 2 with the Marvel's contract, yeah, he had a lot of work to do in upcoming films he can make more money of the movie and films for the MCU. Shang-Chi, yeah, for the sequel in the future years to come. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, congrats to the Juno Awards for this year of 2023 at Edmonton, Alberta at Rogers Place with Avril Lavigne interfered by the topless girl naked. That is one of the worst moments. They happen with the Oscars, they happen with the Golden Globes, they happen in Miss Universe with Steve Harvey with a mistake. Any award show could happen this worse and still the moment being crushed. So, one thing I don't want to leave this list, the Oscars. Yes, that's why I'm staying the Oscars. So, just like this, they sweep Schitt's Creek in the Emmy Awards. Everything at all once has sweep. They did the same back to back. Like the Everything at All Once have won 7 Oscar awards, including Best Actress and Best Supporting Actor. That man with the most memorable speech ever in Oscars, the Academy Awards historic moments. Lee Chong. Brilliant speech. I said everything, everywhere, at all once deserves 1000% worth it to watch. Yeah, it is incredibly insane of time loop and lapse every years from the past, the future. No, sorry, the past, the present, and the future of this film. Family basis. So, congrats to all the winners of the Juno Awards and the Oscars. Well deserved for everything, everywhere, at all once. Has swept, just like the Schitt's Creek on the Emmy Awards. Two hosts, Jimmy Kimmel was an Emmy, and now finally he's back again 3 or 4 times the Oscars. It is Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah. Jimmy Kimmel was an alright host and nailed this monologue every single time. And added jokes with the what happened the last years was kind of a little bit off and unfortunate. Thankfully, they add to the security crisis team. Whatever happens, if they make too far jokes, then the crisis team needs to be protected by the presenters and the hosts to keep that whatever anger management goes too far. Like Will Smith did to Chris Rock, which is uncalled for. And Will Smith did apologize and make the video. He did. And Chris Rock hits back with that selective outrage on Netflix. Hit back to Will Smith and Will Smith's wife, Jada. I mean, what a damn mess. But Chris Rock, hell yeah. She did. No, not she did. He did. He did a brilliant job in this comedy performance. Feel free to go watch Selective Outrage on Netflix. Chris Rock making jokes and Will Smith's and Chris Rock slap dancing on last year for 94th annual of the Oscars. Alright, that's off the list. Now, what is on the list right now? Oh, let's check out Rebecca Black. Rebecca Black, he's made a debut on the album, and now he's gone on tour. He's gone on stop in US and Canada, so maybe May in Montreal, Quebec, and Toronto. May 8 and 9, 10. Maybe if I got a chance to see her, or maybe if I have more time or free time, if I interest, like I was used the song for the blind show on season 4, that Foolish, for season 4 through 5, YouTube and Storyfire will keep going on. So that way I changed it to that late night theme music, which is brought by Animal Talking on the online talk show that I use for Storyfire, and in the half of season, spring and summer, that song, I was feeling wasn't good enough for the show. So I changed it for the last song is Mikey Geiger featuring Jessie to Get Back Home in the next season 5 and 6. Yeah, 6 is yeah. Maybe one. Let's cut off the shenanigans. All right. Maybe one day, if I really interest to see Rebecca Black's on the concert tour, Letterburn tour, I definitely sign me up for it. So, Letterburn tour is ongoing right now. Maybe around in Boston or maybe around in London or UK. Maybe that tour is done in UK for Rebecca Black's Letterburn tour. That UK is done. Now onto the US and Canada tour is next. That's what she's got up planned to do. Need to make more money and pay for the profit for the managers and all kinds of music labels and companies. They need to get the job done. So one day I'll see Rebecca Black Letterburn tour here in Toronto. Okay, next up, this is the second failure bank in the world in U.S. history. The Silicon Bank Valley got fallen since 2008 economic financial crisis. And right on film's right, Jake Mills right, you knew that was coming. The prices were jacked up, even higher expenses. Silicon Valley Bank is gone to downright, you know that profanity means into a won't say in the YouTube that course language. It's gone crap. Yep. Crap. Yep. It is bad for Silicon Valley Bank, for commercial banking company. Ouch. Revenues, funds, gone bankrupt. Ouch. So that's the biggest failure ever since 2008, including economic and financial crisis. Damn. Even Lost with Nordstrom is pulling out from Canada after 9 years. Since 2014 Nordstrom was bought the Canada division, and now they killed this division of Nordstrom Canada. Absolute brutal. Silicon Valley Bank. What else you want me to say? I don't know how it goes, what's next for Silicon Valley Bank. Will they go out of business or go to put up for sale for auction bid for that bank? I don't know what else he's going to do next. Well, that said, next up, go see the films Shazam, The Fury of Gods. Yeah. I didn't buy the ticket. Well, if I could buy a ticket to go see Shazam Fury of the Gods, this sequel of Shazam, of the DC Comics, under the name new co-CEOs, James Gunn, is working a new vision of reboot of the Superman with hopes and dreams that James Gunn will be right at this fact, will be held, released by 2025. It's going to take more 2 or 3 years with the development, writing, and filming it. It's going to take more years to get the budget with the Superman reboot focusing the future of Superman. After Henry Cavill has left Superman, which everybody, Superman fans and Henry Cavill fans, shocked and gone mad in the world, gone even higher, fury, mad. And Angry Joe is, he is livid and furious that Henry Cavill has left the DC universe as Superman. Black Adam, people say as Dwayne Rock Johnson, Black Adam, in the future movies of DC universe under new CEO James Gunn. Dwayne is not going, Black Adam is not going anywhere. He will remain staying in the character in the upcoming films of DC universe to restructure of the new vision, of the new generation, and a new era for James Gunn. Did it Guardians of the Galaxy? All the films from Marvel's cinematic universe. See how that goes. Okay, go see the Shazam Fury of Gods. Zachary Levi, Helen Mirren, Lucy Liu, and that star from West Side Story and the upcoming Disney's live action film next year, 2024, Snow White, Rachel Zagular is in theaters right now on Cineplex movie theaters everywhere in Canada. On the US side, AMC Theater. What did you think? Your overall rating on the scale of 1 to 10, how likely you like this Shazam Fury of Gods of this film? Leave the comments down below, right at the section down. Alright, got my hat, got my jacket, and feel a little good in the back in timeless look era. This kind of 1980s and 70s-ish, and good shoes and good pants. This travel bag and the watch is original grain. Collaboration with Taylor Guitars. I should buy a new guitar, but I'm not gonna get another one of guitars. Just one acoustic guitar I need. So maybe in here or at the US, in Guitar Center or the Llama Quay in the Canada side. Anything else on the paper? Oh yeah, I forgot. the highlight video that I posted Wednesday this week, there it is on the cage rules, which I have never been a cage ruler in many years in my life. No, I'm not hating this company. No, people have hated for so long. Like every kiss begins with K. Yes, that's the jingle. That everyone hates that jingle. Damn. So I chose my selective commercials from 1 to 9. Number 1 to 9 is number 1 is universal language, and number 9 is celebrate every kiss. So that relates with the weddings, like Louise Barfour and Patrick. Yeah, Louise and Patrick Barfour have wed and married, and now they celebrate at the Terrace on the Park in Flushing, New York, which is 2 years ago in 2021. Let's call it that, 2021, that happened in that city, Flushing, New York, Terrace on the Park. Louis and Patrick got married, and now they make a wedding ceremony and a wedding reception in New York City, New York. I went with my family, and we had a good time, and it was a spectacular, fantastic night. And I'm happy they celebrate for 3 years of Louis and Patrick. If that's said, then congrats on 3 years anniversary for Louis and Patrick Balfour wedding. That happened in 2021 during the pandemic. Yes, not 2019. I think 2021 the pandemic began, and now 2019. I think that's 4 years. 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago. That happened. Louis and Patrick Balfour, Mr. and Mrs. Balfour. Yeah, that happened. They're not in divorce. No, they're still currently married, and they won't go away. They're still in love. But don't get me started with the debacle interview with the Jessie Waynes. I sent them an invitation to the show, and 2 of them didn't come to qualify an interview. No, they declined. No. So, see on the K select the commercials. It's on the link up there in this cards video right there up. Let me know. Like, this is not totally worth it. This is unfortunate for me to do this part. So click on the video to watch it, and what do you think that video for the highlight video? I was finding the models and actress and found 1 or 5, 1 or 10, 10, 15 actresses and models, and who are in this TV commercial. Yeah, it's very hard to find for hours and days. When I put on the list on the description, Emily C. Chang, and now Glo Serraccio, that guy from Young and Restless and General Hospital. Angeli Salik, he's a musician right now. Yeah, she's a musician, a Grammy Award winning music. Caitlin Custer, you know Caitlin Custer, that actress on the second list, and many models and actresses that you can find on the description box in the KJUS selected commercials, this highlight video. that link up there. Yeah, I've said talk too much enough, so watch it now. Yeah, that is it. We won't do any more of this. So that's it on the Prime Show with Agyemang on YouTube channel, Friday, March 17, 2023. Go to my social media, Facebook, News My Favorite Channel, Instagram, Twitter, The Prime Show _ and subscribe for new videos every Friday night at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, and 4 p.m. Pacific, and highlight videos with new videos every week, all season long. I'm Agyemang, and have a great weekend, and what a good night and good week for awards week, the Junos and the Oscars. But the winter season has come to a conclusion with 3 or 2 days left before Monday is our start for the spring season. Have a great weekend again, and thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you at episode 5. Very well, good day, and good night from Bangkok. Bye, everybody.